Party's over.
Hello everyone, welcome to another movie review. Today I'm going to talk about a film that stars Mila Jovovich, excuse me if I mispronounce her last name. Anyways, directed by Paul W.S. Anderson, and that is Resident Evil Retribution. Now, if you don't know, I'm sure most people do, this is the 5th film in the Resident Evil franchise, and, most people kind of think that the Resident Evil movies are they're just very fun, they're very bloody, zombies, who can't like them? I mean, they're very fun films. They may not be perfect movies, but they're just very fun, very entertaining, very action-oriented, and just lots of blood and gore just to keep the fans of that genre happy. So I enjoyed Resident Evil Retribution. Here's the plot of the movie. So pretty much it picks up right after 4, and it gives you, if you're new coming into Resident Evil Retribution, it gives you a good little 4 to 5 minute recap of what happened in the past 4 films, so you don't have to worry about it if you haven't seen it. So if you haven't seen the first 4, don't worry about it. You're not missing out on too much, because the 5th one it'll please you action-wise, gore-wise. It's very entertaining and just a fun film all the way through, I felt. Anyways, so they give you a little recap, like I said, about 4 to 5 minutes long about what's going on, and it picks up. I really can't tell you too much about the plot, but because if I tell you too much, it'll give away. Because if you've seen the movie, you know what I mean. So, anyways, it picks up with In fact, I don't really want to say anything about the plot, because if I say something about the plot, it'll give away major key points and a major plot point in the movie. So it's kind of there's zombies, she kills them. That's kind of the plot of the movie. But there's a little more going on. In this movie, they kind of twist the concept, and they go a little broader with it, and they make the concept a lot bigger than it was in the previous 4 movies. So I really can't say too much. Anyways, sorry if that was a little confusing, but I really can't say too much. So if you like the first 4 films, I'm sure the 5th one will be even better. Now, let me tell you some things I liked. The opening scene is a really cool scene. I really like the opening sequence. You can tell that all of the opening sequence is CGI, but in this case, I really don't care, because it looks straight up awesome. I love the opening sequence in the movie. Very gory. It's just very action explosion. It's just a great opening scene, a great way to hook the audience and get them entertained from the very beginning of Resident Evil Retribution. Now, I will say that this will not be the last movie. Actually, Resident Evil Retribution sets up for a sequel, and according to the way this one sets up, it seems that the next Resident Evil film might be the last one. So if you're going into Resident Evil Retribution thinking it's going to be the last film, because the way the trailer portrays it, it seems like it might be, but just so you guys know, from the way the movie ended, there will be another one, and that one will probably be the last Resident Evil movie we see for a long time at least. But I just thought this movie was very fun, very action-oriented. There's some very cool scenes I like. I really like the concept of the movie. I thought the concept was really cool. They really pushed. The cool thing is some of the actors return for this movie, and some creatures return. A lot of things return from the previous Resident Evil films and the previous franchise of the movie. So a lot of things return. So they make the film. It's a lot bigger. It's a lot broader. It's definitely the biggest Resident Evil movie. The broadest. The concept is a lot bigger. And everything just seems bigger and better. So my opinion, I think that so far, even though these films are not perfect, but they are very entertaining. And I personally think they're pretty good movies. So anyways, out of all 5 Resident Evil films, I definitely feel like the latest one, Resident Evil Retribution, is definitely my favorite. I liked Extinction a lot. I have not seen Afterlife, the 4th one, so I can't comment or say too much about it. But anyways, if I was to rate Resident Evil Retribution, I'm gonna give it a solid. I'm gonna give it a pretty high rating because it was just. I didn't see too much wrong with it. It was very fun. I mean, no, the acting's not always the best at times, but I'm not too picky when it comes to Resident Evil movie because they gave me my blood, they gave me plenty of action and plenty of entertainment. There's plenty of there's a great concept and a great big thing going on that when you see the movie you'll understand. There's a good concept going on to keep the viewer on the edge of their seat and to keep the viewer's attention hooked right on the edge of the movie. So if I was to rate it, I'd give it a solid just 8 out of 10 because I thought, it was a very well done, just kind of an action horror, more just action movie that gives the viewer plenty of zombie killing, plenty of blood, and just plenty of entertainment value in the end. So anyways, that's my review of Resident Evil Retribution. Like, comment, subscribe to my page below, and I'll see you guys later with another movie review.